Welcome to the floating islands of Leora, a realm of calm skylands drifting high above the clouds. Here, each island has its own unique color, guardian spirit, and soft glowing plants. The sky is always bright, the clouds gentle, and magic appears as soft, beautiful light. Our story begins on Sunset Feather Isle, under an orange-pink sky. This is the home of Nera, a gentle girl known as the Cloudwalker. With her soft sky-blue hair and light amber eyes, she travels these islands wrapped in a white silver cloak that shimmers like mist. Today, she holds her glowing crystal compass, her heart heavy with concern. Before her hangs the Feather Bridge, a magical path made of floating feathers that only appears at sunset. Usually, it glows with a pastel rainbow hue. But tonight, its colors are fading, becoming dull and gray. A tiny, worried sound comes from her shoulder. It's Rill, a small pastel blue wind sprite with swirling wings of air. Rill is a breeze spirit, and its body glows softly, this time with anxiety. It nudges Nera's cheek, pointing a tiny finger at the dimming bridge. Nera nods, her expression determined. "I know, Rill. We have to restore the colors before the bridge disappears completely. According to legend, if the Feather Bridge ever loses its light, it will vanish forever, severing the connection between the islands." The floating islands of Leora are a peaceful place, but their magic is delicate. The glowing plants at her feet seem to pulse with a weaker light, mirroring the bridge's fading glow. Nera knows the colors are tied to the island's core magic, a magic of joy and harmony. Something is disrupting it. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and focuses. The crystal compass in her hand begins to hum, its light pointing not across the bridge, but down, towards the heart of Sunset Feather Isle. The disturbance is coming from the core, she whispers. "We have to go." As they move through the soft, glowing landscape, a flash of gold streaks across the sky. It's Aura, the lantern bird. Hooray! Is a beautiful white bird whose feathers glow warmly whenever magic is near. Its wings are currently emitting a brilliant golden light, and it circles above them before landing on a nearby branch. Aura chirps a melodic tune, a song of guidance. It seems to know what's wrong. Nera smiles faintly. "Hello, Aura. You're here to help, aren't you?" The bird trills in response and takes flight again, leading them deeper into the island's interior. They follow Aura through groves of softly glowing flora, the air growing still and heavy. The floating islands of Leora are usually filled with gentle breezes and light, but here, the energy feels stagnant. They arrive at a hidden cove, where a cluster of giant, luminous crystals is supposed to power the island. But now, they are covered in a strange, grey moss that seems to be draining their light. This is the source of the problem. Rill zips around the crystals, its own light flickering with distress. The moss is absorbing the island's magic. Nera approaches the largest crystal. She knows she can't just pull the moss off. It's a living parasite that feeds on magical energy. She needs to infuse the crystals with a stronger, purer form of magic to push the moss away. She pulls a small, empty vial from her pouch. "Rill, I need your help," she says softly. "I need the essence of a pure breeze." Rill understands immediately. It flies to the mouth of the vial and begins to spin, its tiny wings creating a miniature vortex. A shimmering pastel blue light gathers inside the vial, the very essence of a breeze, spirit's joy. Meanwhile, Aura flies to the highest point of the cove and begins to sing. Its voice isn't just sound. It's a channel for restorative magic. As Aura sings, its feathers flare with a radiant golden light, pouring warmth and energy into the cove. The light from its wings illuminates Nera as she carefully uncorks the vial. A gentle, sweet-smelling breeze flows out and wraps around the grey moss. At first, nothing happens. Then, slowly, the moss begins to reseed. The pure, joyful energy of the breeze is something it cannot consume. As the moss withers, the crystals beneath start to glow brightly again, their light pushing back the shadows. Ayara places her hand on the central crystal, channeling her own calm energy. Her connection to the skylands of Leora, into it. A wave of brilliant rainbow-colored light erupts from the crystal, spreading throughout the entire island. Far away, the feather bridge bursts back to life, its feathers shining more brightly than ever before in a dazzling pastel rainbow. The floating plants around them pulsed with renewed vigor. Rill does a happy loop-the-loop, its body glowing with excitement. Aura lands on Nira's shoulder, nuzzling her with its warm, glowing head. Naira looks at the restored bridge, a peaceful smile on her face. Sunset was saved, and the path between the islands remained open. On the floating islands of Leora, even the smallest spirits and the gentlest hearts hold the power to keep the magic alive.